A champion will be crowned tonight from War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock, Arkansas. The top-seeded Hutchinson Blue Dragons face the 3-seed Iowa Western Reavers. They're the 2022 NJCAA Division I Football Championship. A quick glance at the 4-team Division I playoff bracket. Hutchinson used a big second half to pull away from Coffeyville in the semis. Iowa Western went on the road and knocked off 2-seed Northwest Mississippi to reach tonight's championship game. Hello, everybody. Great to have you with us alongside the former Nittany Lion and NFL defensive tackle Brandon Noble. Chris Sylvester on hand. Sam Hyman joins us on the field shortly. Well, these two junior college teams are loaded with Division I talent, and a lot of these guys will be seeing at the FBS level next season.
Yeah, absolutely. Walking around practice on Tuesday, there were some absolute creatures out there. There are guys going to the SEC, the Big Ten, all over. A lot of offers. It's going to be a lot.
New Mexico Military, their second possession. The Iowa Western offense has yet to take a snap after a muffed punt. Pavia pitches. Anthony Grant out to the edge and to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico Military. 23 yards. Second down 8, Iowa Western. On the game's opening possession. Graham whips it out to the flat. And down the sideline with a block in front. Still in bounds and still going. It's a touchdown for L.J. Fitzpatrick. He takes the bubble screen, 68 yards, and Iowa Western strikes first. Right on the doorstep, Iowa Western trying to go up 2 touchdowns early. Koger, touchdown, Iowa Western. Big 4th down play. Graham slings it deep. And broken up, incomplete. Micah Davis, the intended receiver. Jamarick Morris breaks up the pass.
Washington not where they should be.
Kalik Paulette, a redshirt freshman out of Converse, Texas, has taken over at quarterback. Spencer Brash got the start. This is what Paulette can bring. Knifing through the middle. Kalik Paulette. Touchdown, Cal Poly.
And recovery for a touchback was massive.
Tim Bird Jr., his first carry, changes directions, and the ball's out. Iowa Western says they have it, and they do.
A lot of time here on this campus.
3rd and 2, Talkington hits Roberson, spinning inside the 5, and he's got a touchdown. Eastern Washington takes the lead. Pavia throws on the run, got a man wide open, touchdown, New Mexico Military. Terrence Moore. The Iowa Western Reavers are 2022 NJCAA National Champions. The first shutout in a junior college national title game in 30 years. Now, New Mexico Military, their first ever appearance in this national championship game. We'll see if they can finish it off. A big cushion to start the 3rd quarter, up 24-0. Caden Weegan from the 2. Lowers the shoulder, keeps on trucking to the 27. Iowa Western had one possession where they had a real chance at points that first half. It was a blocked field goal attempt from 35 yards out. Other than that, 4 punts.
Yeah, they've had a couple explosive plays, especially Michael Love has been a good weapon for Glantz. But some other guys have to figure out a way to be productive right now. And Glantz has to get the ball in his hand. I think one thing, he's holding the ball too long right now. But a lot of that is the play calling, and the routes are taking too long to develop.
Remember, this New Mexico Military Institute defense led up more than 600 yards in the semifinal win over Northwest Mississippi. And Glantz darts ahead, picks up 6 yards on the first play of this third quarter.
I like it. Run the football. I mean, look, it works. I mean, you know, the Broncos kind of made a living off it this year. That's how they got here. You know, run the ball, quick passes, you know, get Glantz just some confidence and get a first down.
2nd and 4. He'll dump it off. Milton Sargba makes the catch out of the backfield and has a first down for Iowa Western. Christian Carruthers makes the stop.
Carruthers with a nice job getting out of there, and William Middleton, number 43, he showed up to let Sargba know not to bring it out there on the edge. But look at the big fella right there getting out there and making the tackle. Carruthers, I love it. Big old nose guard.
A sophomore, 6'1", 350 pounds from Albuquerque. New set of downs for Iowa Western. Glantz lost the ball. Carruthers may have fallen on top of it. Yes, he did. Big Christian Carruthers at the bottom of the pile, and New Mexico Military gets the turnover.
You see Glantz here in the pocket, right? His first route isn't open. His first option. Does a good job running through that tackle right there. Swink tries to get him down. And you see number 7, Champ Jenkins, come from the backside. Glantz doesn't feel him coming right here, and strip sack. And there's Carruthers right there. Ball on the ground, big fella, get it. Get off the field, get that water. It's a nice series by Christian right there.
The 12th fumble recovery for this Bronco defense this season. And a less than ideal start to the second half for Iowa Western. Broncos start at the 37. A pitch. Anthony Grant motors down the sideline and steps out of bounds at the 22. 15 more yards for the former Florida State Seminole.
There's that speed option again out on the edge. Pavia does a great job of getting that overhang player, that outside backer that they're running that option on, to get sucked down into the box and come make the tackle. And that was maybe the longest pitch I've ever seen on an option.
Just outside the red zone. A straight ahead run.
Handoff goes to Grant.
And Grant gets 2 yards into the middle of that Iowa Western defense. New Mexico Military, champions of the Southwestern Junior College Football Conference for the first time, and in this national title game for the first time. What a showing from the Broncos, who bust more than 12 hours, 800 miles from Roswell, New Mexico.
That's a long trip. Yeah, that is a long trip right there. And they're doing a great job. You worry, right, when you do something like that, what your legs are going to be like when you get out on the field.
They took off at midnight on Wednesday as Pavia gets loose inside the 10. 1st and goal. He has been such a smart runner tonight.
The thing about all those QB runs is you're going to see they brought Terrence Moore back across, faked the jet sweep, and look at the push by that offensive line. Man, they moved people right there. And then Pavia does a great job of lowering his shoulder, taking a little contact.
Lamario Larry sprung the block on the outside.
These guys have done a great job up front all year. You got a running back that, you know, Grant's good, but a lot of it's the 5 guys in front of him.
No question. 1st and goal. Inside handoff, Anthony Grant, and driven down after a short run.
There's Jackson Filer again. He's been a guy he's made some plays tonight. This is tough though. I mean, look, when you're playing D-line against an offense like this, in a game like this, it is exhausting, mentally and physically.
Iowa Western got the kickoff to begin this second half, but about a minute in, New Mexico Military recovered a fumble, and now the Broncos have goal to go. Down to the 4-yard line goes Anthony Grant. And it's a large deficit that could very well get larger in just a moment, but it would sure feel like a win for this Iowa Western defense if they could force a field goal attempt.
Yeah, any sort of stop or field goal right now is huge, and maybe sparks you. Xander Gray, you know, somebody has to make a play right now, and that's what championship football is. You win a national title, you spark your team, somebody's got to make a play.
Pavia hits Anthony Grant, and he will cruise. Touchdown, Broncos.
A little flare pass out there. Get Grant matched up on a linebacker. You know, when you give an offense like that the kind of starting field position that they got, you know, after that strip sack, it's hard to stop him.
The route is on in Little Rock. The New Mexico Military Institute has scored all 31 points tonight. Broncos up 31-0 in the national championship. The recovered fumble leads to 7 more for New Mexico Military. And Anthony Grant catches his first touchdown of the season.